Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 35 of my Motorsport Manager Let's Play with our creator team. Today we are taking on the Munich Grand Prix. Got nothing else really to build car part wise. We've just got our new gearbox, which we will work on reliability once the car repairs is done. And other than that, everything else is fine and working perfectly. So we will continue on. Hopefully this car repair gets complete so we can do that. And we will start working on the reliability of this gearbox. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2 hours before the race that does meet. Work on improving that, and we will start hopefully starting to see purple parts. We did have purple brakes briefly, but unfortunately someone else has developed slightly better. Who has developed better? Octane. Those so and so's. And we're not matching Kruger or Silva with the gearbox either. We can't improve anymore because it's risky parts all the way. We already have the best possible gearbox setup we can have, which is this one, this one, this one, and this one. In fact, the only way we can improve it is to reduce the red zone, and that's not ideal. And brakes, I think we already have the best one, which would be that one, and that one. Again, it's only risky parts that are going to improve it, so it's not really worth the risk, to be honest. If we were going to lose the championship, I will build them, but I'm kind of hoping we won't. This is our 6th race of the season, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6 races, so we're just over it's about the halfway mark of the 11 race calendar. Of course, we've got the Vancouver race for the first time this season as well. We're going to abstain most votes, in all honesty, and we've got a sponsorship offer coming in 2 races time. Not really much else to talk about. We've got our new scouting facility designing, but that won't be ready for a couple of races yet either. So we've got the team going in the right way, but right now this is just pretty much going to be continue on to the race and do whatever we can when we get there. We've got the Guildford WMC race happening first before we get there. Of course, they have much more races than us at the top end. Choosing a vote. We're going to spend $1 million on it. No, we're not, because we'll just be abstaining anyway. So we're going to reject that. It's the second season in a row we've rejected it. Last season we were going to go for qualifying, but we decided not to. And someone's wanting some advice on love. Annoying other half, feeling blue. I guess we have to go for annoying other half, and that is on Sauerbeck. So drivers. So annoying other half is -10 on mechanic relationship, but +5 marketability. That won't change anything. We're not close enough to the 5 stars that it's going to change. Reliability work is complete, so that's all our best parts, 100% reliable. I guess what we're going to go for is now start improving the engine and suspension, because they're the longest repairs. So, but we'll go all the way along here and work on getting these purple, hopefully. Again, unlikely though, because we don't have the best. Go for 4th, which will make us slightly profitable. And fit parts, we will go with that one. That one is actually better, despite the fact that it's worse, because it's +50 on both. So it is actually technically a better part. And we've got obviously the best brakes we can, so we've got the best parts on all the cars that we can have. Maybe I should have gone for equal drivers though. 25 lap race, going to be a clear race apparently, so we'll go with that. Very low tyre wear, so I'm expecting this to be a one-stop race. I will catch you for that race in just a minute. So a nice comfortable 1-2 in practice, always nice. Got the setup quite early, we're just running around, and then I went into the aggressive sort of strategy just to make sure we got the 15% on each. Is a 2-stopper on the softer compound tyre, unfortunately, but the harder compound is a medium, which sort of put the spanner into the works. It looks like we're also starting on inters. It said it was going to be a clear race. It lied to me. So unfortunately we've not been able to do that right. We're going to start on the full wets. You know, I think inters is actually the better starting tyre here. I'm going to gamble with Sauerbeck and go on the inters. With Chapman, Do we go into the wet straight off? Yeah, we're going to wet straight off with Chapman. It's less of a gamble with him. We'll go aggressive with Sauerbeck, and we'll go slightly less aggressive with Chapman. Yes, tells me that weather conditions aren't met. We're the only car with an inter tyre right now, so we need Sauerbeck to really do well. We will be following him because he will have the better tyre by a country mile for the first lap or two. But he's had a poor start, which is frustrating. And he's getting bogged down in traffic as well. Needs him to clear this traffic really quickly though. It should be right in our territory, so he should be clearing off. Well, Chapman's the one that's clearing off, and he's struggling. Which is why I took the gamble with him, because I thought maybe we can gain the pit stop, or at least get him free air and up the field a little bit, out of the traffic, as he has actually gone up into 11th now. Is it prime winter weather? Up into 7th. If he can get clear air, he is golden. Right now we'll put, God flippin' damn it, there goes that plan out of the window, and he's got a drive through. Even with no front wing, he's still overtaking people. That's how overpowered being on the right tyre is though. So it's worked out okay, I guess. He's lost a front wing in the process, and he's got a drive-through penalty. But it shows that the strategy would have worked. We had another, at least a lap on this. Neutral. And he has gained a couple of positions still, despite that. Other people will have to still pit, because it looks like there's issues there. So it looks like a few people have crashed. He wants inters again. Listen, mate. You had another lap, 2 laps of inters before the wets came into their play. You could have been 20 seconds out in front, gained your pit stop, but instead you decided to lose your front wing and get a drive-through penalty. Chapman up into 6th though, which is good. These tyres should last quite a while as well. How many laps can they do? 10 more laps, so they can do 15 laps each. So we'll keep them on neutral for now. Where's Sauerbeck going to come out? He's going to come back out in 15th, well behind everyone else, so we'll leave him to do what he does. I think actually though we will push on these tyres, and we'll take the gamble with Sauerbeck that pushing can be done. In fact, we're going to push a little bit with Chapman as well, just to get the temperatures back up and into a good window, because otherwise, in fact, I think we can even go attacking, because it does certainly go back into interweather fairly quickly now. So I think we can go into attacking, because it said they could do 10 more laps. So let's try, see what we can get out of them. Everyone else is on neutral, so that is okay. Sauerbeck's got free air, so I'm expecting fastest laps from him. It's a shame that happened, because as you've seen, he had more than enough pace. He would have flown past absolutely everyone and gave us a really good chance of a good result, because once he got clean air out in front, he'd have been gone. Chapman's actually starting to lose places, which is unusual. His tyre temperature should be better than everyone else's who are on neutral, but it's not working for him right now. It's actually a second a lap slower in this stint. Oh, I'm not getting why, but he has made another overtake back up into 7th, so that's at least something. We'll focus on who is right, probably at the end of the next, maybe not the next lap, but the lap after it. We've got more than enough tyres on both cars. We'll bring it back down to pushing on Sauerbeck. That should maintain the tyre temperature. Chapman does well not to lose his front wing, as a car brake checks him. It was a car of Andre Gomez, so that's a car that we are racing in the championship. That's one of our championship rivals. A car that started right at the back of the grid with us. He's came through with us and got stuck behind Faith Anthony in the Archer. So it's starting to relax on the rain now. So where is the 2 cars on the track? So I think we're just going to risk a stack here to get this pit right, because it's going to be a short stint on enters. So we'll go pit there and pit here. So that's both cars stacking. We'll follow Chapman first. He's coming in before anyone else. but I don't think it's another full lap on Inters. It might be not quite. I think Sauerbeck's going to benefit from this more than Chapman, to be honest, just because of the positioning of the people on the grid. Still going to be slightly in wet weather tyre range, if I'm honest, when he's came out. In fact, it's going to be in wet weather tyre range for both cars. It's not quite gone down. Maybe it is that extra lap. Let's follow Gomez. Where's he on track? Yeah, so we had another lap in us before we had to switch. Unfortunately, it's not worked out. Been a bit slower this lap than everyone else because of that. As Chapman, look at the difference that's made. They were equal. Sauerbeck's had to make that extra pit stop, of course, but they were pretty much level on track. This will go into weather Inter tyres, but very quickly, so we should have waited an extra lap. It's not drying up anywhere near as quickly as what I thought it would, though. That's the main issue that I've got. But really should be drying up a lot quicker than what it's saying there. So now it's in Inter weather, so let's see what we can do. We're going to push with Chapman on the petrol. We can't really do it with Sauerbeck, but we're going to anyway. So we've got a couple of laps of us being on the right tyre and everyone else being on the wrong one, but it's not really working out. We are purple in the first sector with Chapman. Should we be purple in the sector? We are. Second, we are. He is gaining on absolutely everyone. They will be coming in for their drives though, so we need to really make this stint work. He is up into second place with that fastest lap of the race. We're not quite there. Sauerbeck so far behind that he is got to overtake, as he also does 2 purple sectors. We will take out these tyres now though. We've got another lap. I think we're going to pit Sauerbeck now because he's stuck in traffic anyway. 11 laps to the end. I think we can conserve these right to the end rather than trying on the mediums, because it's going to be frustrating otherwise. Be close even otherwise. So we'll go with him and we will conserve. Chapman in first now, still maybe slightly Inter weather, but we're bringing on Sauerbeck, so we're going to go into conserve and medium. Chapman will give another lap to. We will assess at the end of this lap. I don't think he'll be able to get another lap out of the car. 10-second mistake on Sauerbeck's car. It's just not gone his race at all. Is it really time? Do we get another lap out of these? We don't. Be another fastest lap of the race, but I don't think so. Again, 12 laps. We're going to be conserving the softer tyres, but we're just so much faster on them. As he laps the car that's in 20th place as well. Conserve and medium, please. And hopefully we can maintain tyre temperatures. Chapman comes out in 4th. Gets up to 3rd very quickly. And in a battle for 2nd. But gets held up behind Stramby and loses a place to Faith Anthony, our former driver, of course. So frustrating to see this, because we've got the pace, we've had the right strategy on certainly Sauerbeck, and everything's gone against him. He's lost so much time. He's made 3 stops more than a lot of other cars, and he's still only 43 seconds behind. That highlights how fast he's been and how good his strategy has been. But it's not worked out because he's had an accident, basically. Chapman lapping okay right now. He is, of course, just regaining some fuel and conserving his tyres. Tyre temperatures not good though. Need to go into at least neutral, I think. And we will try and maintain the tyres for this slightly longer than what they're supposed to do stint. But it's a worry for me that they're not going to be able to do it. And what I'm thinking is it might be worthwhile pushing with Chapman to try and get him clean air and having an extra stop, but I don't know if that's really worth it. Stramby really holding up Chapman and Faith Anthony here. Chapman can't get past either of them, unfortunately. In fact, tyre temperatures are now gone off, so do you know what? We're going to risk it. We're going to go aggressive. We're going to go onto a much more aggressive strategy. If we can't do another stop, then Stramby's the only one that's going to be able to do another one, because we will have to do another one as well, because they all stopped before us, of course, so they have to make another stop, the guys that are on softs, at least. So we're going to go high here, try and get past Faith Anthony. Fastest first sector of the race, of course, which is always nice. It's going to be a slow second sector because we're stuck behind Faith Anthony, unfortunately. In fact, Sauerbeck's now done the fastest first sector of the race, further behind. Imagine he's in traffic as well. He's a couple of seconds behind, as Chapman has overtaken Faith Anthony, and will now move on Stramby, who is holding everyone up. And he is also recovering his fuel quite nicely. So Stramby is the only one that I can see going to the end here, so we need to clear him. We're first, purple in the first two sectors with Chapman. Van Anen could also go as well, right enough. Was that fastest lap of the race from Chapman? I don't think it was. I think Stramby's holding him up too much. In fact, yeah, you can see the difference in speed. He's stuck behind Stramby, trying not to lose his front wing, much less aggressive than his counter teammate in trying to these overtakes. He does eventually clear Stramby. We have closed the gap to Vove as well, who's pitted now. We're going to take this extra lap before pitting, and we will try and build a little bit of a gap to the cars behind. Sauerbeck, we will pit now. And again, we're going extremely aggressive on this last set of tyres. No mistakes, please, that would be handy. We're going to go purple first sector again from Chapman, which is nice. Purple middle, so it's a good in lap. Hopefully he can come in around these medium runners and do well. No mistakes, please. It's going to come in, no soft runners in front, please. Out in 7th, one soft runner in front. It is Vove, who we were behind anyway. So we need to go into medium fuel. In fact, we probably need to go into low fuel, but we can go aggressive on the tyres, which is beneficial. Sauerbeck, though, unfortunately has guys who are on similar strategies ahead of him. If Chapman can clear Vove, I think he's got a chance of the race. He's cleared Van Anen very quickly, so that's the medium runners cleared, at least the earlier medium runners. Sauerbeck on the 5-stop strategy because of penalties and wings coming off. It would have been on a 4-stop, I think, anyway. We maybe wouldn't have risked the inter period the last time around. Well, the second inter period with him, if he hadn't had the front wing off and trying to regain time. Gomez and Vove really holding up Chapman, though, and his charge back through the field. This is frustrating to watch because he's got the pace to get past these guys. In fact, he's a lot faster than them. They're getting held up by Krantz, and Chapman just can't get past them, and it's worth a lot of money for us and a lot of points. If he can clear the car here, he can. So he's cleared Gomez. Vove is the one that I was always looking at to clear here, because he was the guy that we were racing in terms of strategy. But again, he can't clear him, and with not a lot of time left, I can't see it happening now. It's just too far behind, with 6/10 behind anyway. So we need Vove to make a mistake on this overtake. Can we gain another position on the last corner? It's going to be close, a race to the line. 3rd place for Chapman in the end. Sauerbeck gaining a place on the last corner as well, so 3rd and 12th from another difficult race. It's just about good enough for us. It's not really, in honesty. But we've taken points off of most of the teams that arrived on, I think. No, we've not. We actually lost points to Gomez and Brondlich and their team, and that's the team that we're directly in competition with. Sauerbeck, a poor race, costing us again. It's the 3rd time this season he's got penalties. 5-stop strategy, as you can see. It's just not worked for him at all. It's a shame to see, because he has the pace when he's not making those accidents happen. Did get the fastest lap, of course, which boosts his points up to 11. So that is helpful. Still leads the Drivers' Championship. Chapman actually dropping behind Stramby, who was holding everyone up. We actually still maintaining our gap at the top of the tree, 17 points to Kruger. We only need to finish second to maintain our job. And of course, if it's looking like we're not going to get promoted, we've got all those risky parts that we can push out towards the end of the season for next season, which should give us a comfortable season next season. Because it should be big upgrades, and obviously the cars that are ahead of us shouldn't be doing that much damage. Hit no bonuses, because all our bonuses only pay out when we win the race. Nice little trick. And obviously we finished third, so that's good. We'll accept the interview. We will tell him to up his game, because it's been an absolute shambles. That will end this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.